Okay. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It is your girl Catalea from Catalea Speaks. Welcome to our first broadcast. And what better way to kick it off than with my friend Nique from Nique at Night. So today we're going to
Yeah.
be basically talking about Nique, like, because we see that she is always talking about everybody else. She's always, covering all the latest topics and things like that. So I wanted to, basically bring her on my YouTube channel for my first guest because she's a good friend of mine as well. And just talk about her. We wanted to get to know her, get to know more about her. And so,
Thanks
need
for having me. I
well,
appreciate
thank you. I
I
was gonna.
appreciate being your first guest. That make me feel special. It made me feel like I'm special and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. And I've been told you should have been started your YouTube, but you don't listen. But we here.
Yes, you did tell me that I should have been did my YouTube channel. And so basically I wanted you to introduce yourself for those of you who don't know who Nique is. I wanted y'all to go ahead, introduce yourself, tell them what you do and things like that.
All right. Well, hey guys, my name is Nique. I am a blogger on YouTube. I cover trending news and gossip. So I cover a wide array of things from, very real issues to the latest gossip and drama. And I cover it on my YouTube channel. I strike a lot of nerves because I tell it how I see it and I don't be kissing nobody's butt. So, it strikes a lot of nerves over there. So, that's pretty much what I do.
Hey Toya, hey G, I see you guys in the building. Okay, so we're gonna get started with our questions because we want to know who you are. We want to know who Nique is. And the first question that I got is, who is Nique? The mother, the businesswoman, and every aspect of you. Like, who are you?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm probably a rather complicated woman. I don't know. I feel like I'm somebody who's often misunderstood. I feel like also somebody that's very passionate. A woman who is just about entrepreneurship, basically, and just trying to better myself and put myself in a better place than I was the day before. I would consider myself to be a hard worker. I work very hard on
Yeah,
my content. I'm
yeah.
pushing out videos left and right. And somebody who I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Well, I wanted to highlight some of your accomplishments because you're definitely an inspiration to me and a lot of other women out here. So, if you guys don't know, like Nique has a very strong following on YouTube. Not only do she discuss like celebrity gossip, she also talks about a lot of things that's going on within the community. Mainly the emphasis is on the Black community. I mean, she does talk about other, people from other communities, but a lot of things that happen within the Black community. She is also how I first met Nique was years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but you were actually sewing clothes and you were making clothes and you
Yeah.
were you were selling your product, and I don't know, that was so long ago. Like that was
Yeah.
forever ago. And so that was one of the things that stood out with me about her is because she is like just a overall person. So a lot of people don't really know your talents that you have. So
Yeah.
with that being said, like I wanted to ask you, how did you start on, your YouTube channel? What made you decide to go to YouTube route?
Okay, well, I started basically on YouTube in 2008. Like that was when I first posted like my very first video on YouTube. Before then, I used to just watch like people doing like covers and things like that. But my very first video was a video of me rapping. There was somebody who was doing like a music talent competition type of thing. and you had to basically upload a YouTube video of you like rapping. And so that's what I did. And that was my first video. After that video, I started to cover celebrity news and stuff like I do now. Before it was popular thing to do. Like before everybody was on the wave of doing it. That's what I did. So I started to touch on, like, I think at that time Obama had got elected. There was a controversy with Rick Ross where, you know, he was this correctional officer. Diddy was like a big topic back then. So I covered those topics. But then I started to get my feet wet a little bit more in the industry. So I started to do like industry events, and I started to try to do modeling gigs, and I started to like get casted in music videos and things like that. So once I started to get casted into music videos and getting more in the industry, I was less on YouTube because I was trying to actively pursue it like in person. I came back on YouTube, I want to say in 2000, I believe like 2011. That's when I decided to start making clothes. So once I decided that I wanted to make clothes, I would like make outfits from scratch. And then at that time, it was very popular for people to do like outfit of the days. So I would like sew one of my items, and then I would put it on, and I would like pair it with like accessories and stuff. And I would do like this outfit of the day type thing, showing the designs that I made. So that's kind of like my early beginnings on YouTube. First doing the drama and gossip, then showcasing my clothes, and then transitioning back to celebrity and gossip like now.
Yeah, because I mean, it's been really lucrative for you. So congratulations. I mean, you've been doing a great job. It's nobody that I don't know who you are. So I'm like, yeah. Hey, Tamika. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for joining in. So, I mean, from the celebrities, we both know a lot of the same people, and they all know who you are. Like everybody knows Nique from Nique at Night. So, and her channel, like I said, is very successful. So basically, next question is, what are the myths, if any, would you like to dispel today about you?
I mean, people gonna think what they think regardless. Like whatever a person has made up in their mind about you, they're gonna believe it or not, regardless. One of the myths is people think that when I don't agree with a person's lifestyle, like they think that, oh, she hates this person, she's hateful. I don't hate them. I just don't like I just don't resonate with what I feel like is a fake persona. Like when somebody is not real and authentic, like if I feel like you BS in your audience, or if I feel like you doing bogus stuff, if I call it out, people think like, oh, you hate them, or oh, you mad. And it's like, no, I just don't resonate with people BSing. That's just, I don't hate them, but a lot of people think that, I hate certain people that I do commentary on. And it's like, I'm doing my job at the end of the day. Like, I don't think about these people after I click send, and click done on the video. Like, after that, I'm done. Like,
yeah, I would definitely say that about you. Just from me knowing you personally, one of the things that I've always liked about you, you don't have a problem like calling anybody out on being not authentic. So I think that may be where they get the misconception. And even me being your friend, like if I do something faulty, like you gonna tell me, like just that's just how you are. So is there anything else, like maybe you think that, I know I can think of one thing, and I think one of the things for me is that that I've gotten back from other people is that basically you're more so for men than you are for women type thing.
Yeah, male identified. That's what they like to say.
Yeah, so that's really not true. So what do you have to say about that part, that aspect of it?
I think that we live in a society where a lot of people are coming into this wave of the Me Too era, and a lot of people are coming into this wave of, women are the victims, and we're helpless, and we're just so, done wrong. And I was raised on accountability. And the thing about a lot of these situations are it be situations that we as women put ourselves in, and then something will happen that necessarily probably wasn't right. But I'm a person who I like to hold the woman accountable as well. Like if you a woman and you go to a man's house at booty call hours, I'm going to hold you accountable to understand that a man is probably more likely going to try to have sex with you. And if you don't want to have sex with that person, don't take yourself to that house. Now, that's not saying that the man is right to, make advances towards you that are unwarranted or unwanted. If you say no, that's no. But a lot of times we have this facade that, things ain't what it is. Like if you go to a man's house at booty call hours, hold yourself accountable to know what comes with that. And we live in a world now where people don't like to hold women accountable. Like this Me Too era is like, you got to automatically just believe the woman. You got to automatically just listen to what she say. But like, what about when the women lie? Because just like men lie, women lie too. We just had a situation where Pamela Long from Total, she made a claim that her husband that she was with back in the day forced himself on her and made him, made her like do stuff that she didn't want to do. And then now coming forward, she's recanting and saying that she lied. So I just feel like we automatically have this whole wave of Me Too where people are, you gotta automatically believe them, even if if some of the stuff they should be accountable for. I'm just a no nonsense accountable person, and people don't like that. They want you to only side with the woman, always agree. They feel like women empowerment means that you can't hold women accountable. But how can you empower somebody if you're coddling behavior that is not conducive to how they're being? Like that? Right. That doesn't make sense to me.
I agree with you on that. Like, we definitely, and then one of the things that bothers me too, just a little sidebar, is how they say that Black women are underprotected, and
right.
Black women
too, yeah.
Right, Black women are underprotected. We are the least protected from our men. But what about those women who bring, like you said, who kind of bring it on themselves? Like you're bringing it on yourself, and you do a lot of provoking things to men. Now we've seen those situations where we have women who are actually provoking men and provoking them and provoking them. And I'm not saying that that's okay for a man to go back and do something bad to a woman,
right,
because she provoked them. But like I said, that goes back to holding yourself accountable. And I don't think it's a lot of women who are doing that. And so I don't have any problems with, supporting Black men when it's needed. And I don't have any problems with supporting Black women when it's needed. But the whole Black woman is not protected thing, sometimes it can go too far.
And I feel like people will purposely overlook the instances where Black men are protecting them just to point out the one instances where this person didn't cape for that person. They'll overlook the guy in Chicago where he went to defend Black women because the establishment was disrespecting them and putting their hands on him. And he goes over there to try to protect the Black women. He throws bricks in a thing, tries to hold a picket. And what are Black women doing? Stepping over the picketed thing to go get their nails done by the guy who is disrespecting them, and then people will not cover that story. They won't cover it. They won't shed light on it. But as soon as little Timmy do something disrespectful, oh, Black women are unprotected. But it's like, what about the time where there was a congresswoman and it was Black men who came armed to chauffeur her to work every day when there was a lot of stuff going on with the whole Black Lives Matter situation, when there was a lot of people doing a lot of racist stuff? You know what I'm saying? What about the times where, there was an officer where it was a Black woman standing on the side of the street where, it was raining in a puddle and he picked her up and carried her across the street. People don't talk about that. They talk about, they only shed light on the negative. And that's my problem with it, because there's so many other instances where people are, showing up for Black women and they overlook it.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And we come in, are in a society right now where people don't actually shed a lot of light on the positive, and they're always focused on the negative.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with you on that. So we kind of cover how you guys started with fashion and sewing. So what was like your inspiration in the very beginning to start sewing and, getting into fashion? Because I've seen some of your designs and they're pretty freaking dope. Okay.
What inspired me? Basically, it started basically in middle school. In middle school, I used to, if I had anything that I felt like was getting old, I didn't really want to wear it no more, I would always reinvent the wheel. So before I was actually sewing with a sewing machine, like I would turn my pants into skirts. So I would like cut out the middle and like attach them and hand sew it. And I would like always like bleach my clothes to where, I'm making them different or whatever. And I always was very loud with my fashion in middle school and high school. I would always alter my clothes in a way that I would just have just a little bit of different factor. Like I would cut different sleeves and I would wear high socks and just all kind of stuff that I would do. And so that just sparked me to want to actually construct a garment for real, So I had like it was like a life skills class in school, and we had to do like 2 assignments. And the assignment was we had to make a duffel bag, and then we also had to make like a sweater from scratch. And then so when I made those 2 assignments, I was like, it's not that hard, like working with a sewing machine. So that's where it came from. After that, I was self-taught. I started to look up tutorials on YouTube to try to figure out how to, do certain things. And that's kind of how it happened.
Well, it did good. Like it did good. So tell us a little bit about your business side, like the things that you do for business.
So outside of my Nique Night, which is also, that's very, very entrepreneur, because what I'm saying.
Right.
I run my website. So I run a website, which is niquenight.com. And on the website, I sell like pajamas. Sometimes I have masks in stock, glasses, and things like that. So the business side of it, I don't know. Like, what's the question again?
Tell us about I was like, tell us about your business pretty much. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just basically me selling merch to go along with my YouTube channel. So my theme on my YouTube channel is Nique Night. So I try to have, as far as my outside business, something that goes along and can reflect my YouTube channel. So the things that I have is like nighttime pajamas and things like that to kind of correlate with the theme of my YouTube channel. The sales on my website actually do very well. I was able to, like, where I was taking a hit on YouTube in the beginning of the pandemic, I was able to offset it with my business, which was actually a good thing.
Well, that's good. So tell us about the mother part, the mother side of you. Because I mean, we don't really get to see that side a lot. I know you and your daughter have a YouTube channel, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. We don't get to film as much because this whole pandemic, this Zoom, and it's so much. The mother side of me, I don't know. Like, I feel like
a lot of people's like, I can't picture Nique as a mom, like, because she always on YouTube. So, like the mom side, like, we want to know that part of you.
I'm balancing. I don't know. I feel like my outlook on parenting before I had a child is definitely different than my outlook now. Like before, I used to think that when I used to see kids and like their kids would like misbehave or do different stuff, like I used to be like, you raised that child, you should be teaching them. But then after I had a child, I realized that it's real work. So, me as a mom, I guess I don't know, like, I don't know how to describe me as a mom. It's challenging for sure, I'll say that.
What would you say your like motherly style is? Because I know everybody has, some people are like strict and disciplined. You know, some people are a little more laid back and they give their children, you know, a chance to make mistakes and, you know, and then say, see, that's why you didn't, you know, that type of thing. So what would be like your
I feel like I
mothering
probably would
style?
be in between because I definitely discipline. My form of discipline is okay, you can't watch TV for an hour. You can't watch TV for 2 hours. Okay, now you got your hour gone. I mean your whole day gone, you know. So I'm definitely on it with the discipline part. I would say that I would be in between because, like, sometimes I do slack and I'd be like, okay, you know, you get a pass now.
Yeah.
So I guess I would be in between. I don't feel like I'm too strict because my daughter, she get what she want a lot of times, but I also am a no nonsense type of person, as you see I am on my YouTube channel. So
Yes.
I feel like when it comes to like being a parent, I feel like kind of the same way because I'd be like, okay, now get it together, you know, like do what you need to do now, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
know for me, because a lot of people like with me, like I'm in the beginning because I have five. So I have adult children and then I have a couple that's right there about to be adults and then one that's
Mhm.
younger. And so for me, in the beginning, I was very strict.
Oh, really?
Oh, girl. And a disciplinary, like very strict. But then, like, as the years got on, I started being a little more lenient. And then with the youngest now, I'd be like, oh, God, just make the mistake and then I'll just punish you. Because, yeah, I done
They
did all of
say
that.
that though, like once you have the more kids, like the youngest child be the baddest one because they get to do whatever
Yeah.
they want.
And he is. No, so I'd be like, just make the mistake and then I'll punish you after that. So that's where I'm at instead of like trying to catch them ahead of time and things like that. So that's cool. Like I can
I
respect
don't know.
it.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to describe, but I mean, if people watch the videos with me and my daughter, they can kind of get a sense of it. Like my daughter, like she like loves being under me. Like anytime we do a video, she want to be like all over me. I be like, girl, can I breathe?
That's good. Trust
Oh,
me, you are gonna cherish those because by the time they become teenagers, like 13, girl, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. They're not gonna want
yeah.
to hug you. You're gonna have to practically make them hug you. I
Mhm.
have a 13-year-old and everybody else is pretty much grown, so you're gonna go through that phase and you're gonna get a dog like I did.
I don't like animals. I can't see me getting no dog. I don't not like animals.
You never know because I didn't either. And then I got a dog because I need some loving because my kids have not been giving it to me.
Girl, you better get some loving from your man. Shoot, what you
I don't
talking
have one of those. So I gotta compensate wherever I can.
about? Okay, well, we gonna have to talk after this.
Okay, so if you had anyone that would currently be your inspiration right now, like who would it be? Who would you say that inspires you right now?
I think my forever inspiration probably has been my mom because my mom has always been a go-getter. Like my mom has always been like an entrepreneur. She's always been like somebody who is just trying to pave a way for herself, you know, in the same way as me, like trying to be better than she is the day before, like, you know, the day before and trying to progress and not being stuck in the cesspool of where we come from. Because a lot of people in the Inland Empire, they're very complacent. They get
Right.
very boxed in. A lot of them, you know, they won't travel. They won't, you know, do anything outside of this small town. You know, they won't, well, it's not really that small, but you know what I mean. They
Yeah, I know what you
they
mean.
get very stuck here and they get very like their mind and like them trying to expand and grow. It's like, you know, there's a lot of 9 to 5 mentality, which there's nothing wrong with that, you know, because you always have to start somewhere. But a lot of people just rely on, you know, the everyday norm of society. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like that's a good inspiration to have though, because a lot of people can't say that their parent or are an inspiration. So what I didn't write these questions that I have coming up to you because I kind of wanted to get you on the spot. Boop, boop, boop. But what would you say your childhood life was like? Like, how would you say your childhood?
My childhood life, I'm an only child, so I don't have any brothers or sisters, so it's just me. So my childhood life was always me and my mom. So me and my mom, and she always took care of my cousin Roshan. So my cousin Roshan is her sister's son, but my mom always, had him under her wing, and she always took care of him. So that was always like a brother to me. He's now resting in peace. He got murdered in San Bernardino from, gang life.
My
And then,
condolences.
I have I always had like cousins who like, would be like my protectors, you know what I'm saying? So I was always kind of like, but I was always different, I feel like, than my family in a way. Like how I talk, like they will always be like, "Oh, you talk proper." I'm like, I don't even talk proper. Like, but compared to them, you
Yeah.
know, when people see me on YouTube, they be like, "Oh, Nique got a little gangster in her," but it's like compared to my family, this me how I am. I'm proper. I'm sedity or whitewashed or whatever, and I'm just like, no. But compared to my family, I felt like I was always just a little bit different, just a little bit more toned down a little bit, I guess. More how do you say? Less of a live wire. I'm a live wire, but
is it safe to say like you classy, but you got a little hood in you? That's what we got.
Right. Versus having a little like classy with a little bit of hood versus hood.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
so you had a pretty, good childhood, good growing up.
Yeah, I had a decent childhood. Like I don't have one of those stories where it was like, oh, I was always hungry, and I don't have one of those type of stories. I always had a stable roof over my head. So,
well, that's good. We can see why you're grounded. I think your mom did a great job. Of course. I think she did a wonderful job. This one you said you ain't got no answers for, but I'm gonna still ask it. Like, what would you describe your spiritual life? Because this is stuff you don't talk about. We never hear, like I said, we never hear anything about you. So, describe your spiritual life. Like, do you have any kind of things that you do religiously? And I'm not talking about just far as the Bible and things like that goes. I'm just talking about religiously, meaning certain spiritual practices that you kind of gravitate to on a regular basis.
no, I don't. I don't have anything that I'd like to share. I don't do anything like outlandish or crazy. I definitely don't worship no devil or anything like that. But I really don't like to talk about like religion. I don't really like to dive into to that too much.
I feel you. So, okay. So a lot of people be like, I think Nique is a little woke. Like, I think Nique is woke. So what do you say about that? When people say that they think you woke, like, because you've had a lot of people, because I mean you do videos and you talk about celebrities and things like that, but you've also had like regular people who talk about spirituality and things that go on in the conscious community and things like that. So, what would you say about that? Like people who look at you and say, we think Nique is woke. What'd you say about that?
I mean, I don't know. I guess that would be their perception. I don't know. Do I consider myself to be quote unquote woke? Nah, I feel like people be definitely they eyes be third eye way more. I'll be like, that's what you see, okay. But I feel like somebody who is woke is like somebody who is like, I don't know. I feel like I'm somewhere in between. Like I feel like I'm very in tune with the Black community, and I want my people to do better. And I hate when, it's divisiveness. I hate when people come in and they try to pin Black women against Black men, and they get this whole persona of, and they do it with the whole Black women are unprotected thing, and they bring different things like, okay, let's bring out Black women are unprotected this week. And then next week, we're going to throw something else out to pin the women against the men. And then we're going to, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm somewhere in between. I don't feel like I'm super on the totally woke, but I feel like I'm a person who want better for my people for sure.
I feel like you woke. That's just me. That's me knowing you personally. In some of the conversations that we actually have, we actually do have really good conversations, y'all. And we talk about a lot of things that go on within the community and things like that. So I feel like you woke as fuck. That's just me though. I think she's just being modest, y'all.
I feel like I'm somewhere in between.
She's just out here being modest. So let everybody know, like, if for some of the people who don't know who you are, where can they find you? Tell them about some of the topics that you covered. Like, she covered everything. I be like, damn, like sometimes she do like 5 and 6 videos a day. I be like, shit. She is a very hard worker. So to let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me on my website, niqueatnight.com. That is where my merch is going to be forever available. And you can find, the pajamas. I have men and women pajamas. But if you're looking for my content as far as what I cover on YouTube, you can find me on niqueatnight.com. Night is spelled Nite, not GHT. It's Nique at Night. And then on Instagram, my Instagram is on the screen. It's Nique at Night _. And Nique at Night on Facebook, Nique at Night on YouTube, Nique at Night on Instagram. I got a Twitter, but I never use my Twitter. I never post nothing on Twitter. I just use it to look up receipts. So my Twitter is useless. Don't try to contact me on Twitter because I don't even check it. I just go look for the receipts.
Okay, so that's pretty much it, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. This is my first YouTube. So I had to bring
YouTube in the bag.
So I had to bring my girl on here. Y'all know I had to bring her on here. So if you guys have any more content that you guys would like to see me cover, any people you would like to see me interview, or if you want to be interviewed on my channel, just hit me up, y'all. I will be here at Goddess Leia on IG. My YouTube is Catalea Speaks. And of course, we are tuning in on Facebook. Hi, my Facebook family. Hi, everybody. And my Facebook is Catalea Gordon. So that is it. And that is all. And I hope everybody
what kind of videos are you going to be doing? Are you going to be doing like content on trending news? Or are you just going to do interviews? Or what kind of content are you going to do?
I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything. My channel is really going to be geared towards the Black community. So I'm going to be doing interviews. We're going to have discussions. I'm going to be teaching. Also, I might cover some celebrity news if I feel like it's going to be something or a lesson that could be beneficial to the Black community. I don't want to do a channel that's here to just shed light on all the negativity that's going on.
You want to make it a teachable moment.
Huh?
You want to make it like a teachable moment.
I definitely want to make it a teachable moment. I want it to be something where we can learn from and grow from. And that's the type of content that I hope to give you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much where this channel will be going. Hopefully you guys can subscribe, you can like, and
shout out to the night owls that are watching.
I know.
Shout out to Latressa, B. Tamika, Given to Twin One.
And we have a lot of people over here too. We have a lot of people over here too on Facebook. We have Antoine, we have Jerry, we have
what's up,
Mark, we have who else do we got on here? Let's see. We have Mark, we have Brandy. Yeah, we have
who is this girl? Them your people.
Yeah. These are my people over here on the Facebook side. So every broadcast, y'all, that I'm doing on my YouTube channel will go simultaneously up on Facebook. I know my visuals is a little choppy, so y'all bear with me. I have to get proper camera equipment right now. So I said, I'm gonna do what I need to do. A lot of people don't start a project because they feel like they don't have the proper resources to start. So I feel like I need to start with what I have, and all the best people started with what they have. So you guys will probably, see me transition a little bit. I'm definitely going to get better camera equipment so you guys
But
can
that's
see
what
me
your
better.
audience like they'd like to see, like I was with her when, the video was here. Like I've been down for this long. Like people like to progress with you. So, and that's where people mess up because they think that you got to start off perfect. But it's like, nah, if people rock with you, they rock what you say, they're going to rock with you through the growth of it all as well. And you progressing. So,
right.
What's up, Shay? Hey, boo.
Hey, Shay. So make sure you guys, my Cash App is up there if you guys feel like y'all want to donate. I do need a new camera. Of course, as you guys can see, everything is kind of choppy, but we going to work it out. We gonna work it
You'll get better with time.
Yeah. So hey Shay, hey everybody. So that is it. I didn't want to keep Nique on here long. I have another interview. Thank you, Jerry. I have another interview coming tonight. So make sure y'all tune in. It's going to be at 6 p.m. We're going to try to get this camera functioning a little bit better. It's going to be with Triune. Triune. He is a Grammy nominated songwriter and producer. So make sure you guys tune in at 6 p.m., especially for the brothers. Like, y'all gonna want to get this because he will drop jewels on how he got into the music industry, how he started his multiple businesses, y'all. He got multiple businesses. Like, he's super dope. So make sure y'all check it out. And we are gonna be out. I don't want to keep Nique long. She got things to do. So everybody have a good evening and peace. Bye, everybody.